dancing where you do the hip movements and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. And the one girl was from Pakistan. And I'm like, really? Like, you've got the hijab on and everything, and you're up there, like, and I looked at my daughter, I'm like, I thought the hijab, they were kind of like moderate or like strict, or, you know? I mean, that was just I thought, you know. And I was like, where do you go to school? I'm like, it was just... Right. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I knew you and Hutch would understand, you know, where I'm coming from.
Hutch.
As far as just the behavior. No, it wasn't a Nike hijab, but I didn't think that was part of the culture.
Culture. It's not. And your school
I mean, the music. I mean, they were twerking. I mean, it was like, whoa, dude! Like, I can't believe, like, take the hijab off or stop dancing or something. I mean, it's like you can't have it both ways. You know? It was just.
Be prepared. Their sole mission is to destroy our culture. That's
well,
what
I mean, my daughter doesn't have anything to do with them, but I was just sitting there and I was just shocked, really shocked. And then this poem, which I didn't think it was a poem, was really kind of horrifying to listen to. But, I mean, we really couldn't walk out. We were in the middle of all these kids, and I didn't want to draw attention to us. And they were cheering and everything, and my daughter and I just sat there, didn't say a word. And I was like, wow, I don't know if she's going to make it at that college for 4 years. But, no, I'm very happy about Trump today. And I know you're happy, Wayne, and I know you're happy, Hutch.
I am.
I'm not happy.
Well,
I'm 100% on board with Trump.
Yeah.
You know, I think he did the right thing by not doing the vote and getting on with taxes and let the Democrats watch Obamacare fall apart, and then it'll be Trump. 100%.
That's what I think too. Tracy, I'm sending you a hug, dear. Thank you so much for your call.
Y'all have a great weekend.
All right. And I just want to let everybody know I'm not happy, but I am in a better place than what a whole lot of other people are right now.
I'm happy that bill didn't pass.
I am too.
I'm not happy that we had to come here.
I'm not
happy that Paul Ryan and the people behind him are so damn stupid that they would bring a bill like that out there in the first place.
I'm with you.
After they said that, I mean, they basically, it is what it is. They lied. They said they got elected by saying we're going to repeal every single word. And then I didn't even like the replace part. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it should be repeal and return.
Repeal, return. If you got to start over, you start over. Okay. Exactly. And get it right. But I mean, I used this analogy earlier, Hutch. You don't make an omelet without all the ingredients. You don't. Okay. And I also used it like this. Paul Ryan is an old Bill Cosby analogy, but Paul Ryan got the steak, got the potatoes, got the green beans, succotash, put it all on a plate, got the apple pie on the side, and then served it on a trash can lid to the house.
Right.
That's basically what he did. He prettied it up, didn't let nobody else in the kitchen. And I know.
Said it was fried chicken.
And said, but when everything came to the end, now you got people, wait a minute, I didn't order this. I didn't order this.
That's exactly right. I mean, and we've watched Democrats, and we've watched Republicans do this too. Rhinos. You spend all this time and you're running as a conservative. How many times did they put a bill on Harry Reid's desk to repeal Obamacare? 17 times or something like that.
Right.
And then you come out with this. And
I tell you another thing too. President Trump wasn't supposed to be out there doing what he was doing.
No, that should have been a done deal.
Honestly, he's got other stuff to worry about. He's got other stuff to worry about than worrying about calling people in, talking to them, trying to that's something he shouldn't have done. And you have to look. my friend, I was looking on his timeline today, and he was like, I blame the Freedom Caucus. I was like, what in the hell did you just say? He said, I blame the Freedom Caucus. I blame the Freedom Caucus for this debacle. I'm like, how in the heck can you blame the Freedom Caucus when the Freedom Caucus didn't have nothing to do with it? The bill was placed in front of the Freedom Caucus, and the Freedom Caucus was like, no, this isn't what we told everybody we were going to do. We got a Republican House, we got a Republican Senate, we got a Republican president. Okay, at least try to meet us halfway. And Paul Ryan at the beginning was like, nope. And then when it got toward the end, it was too late, because where Paul Ryan dug in at the beginning, the House conservatives dug in at the end. You got 17 strong ones too. We got 6. Go ahead, Hutch. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying he called the Freedom Caucus guys the enemy. I'm trying to remember the individual names. I can't remember them, but I mean, he was going crazy about it. I mean, when you start getting to the point where you have to pass the bill to where you can find out what's in the bill,
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's ridiculous. That's you're just like the Democrats. You've been in Washington too long. And by the way, have your stuff out of the speaker's office by tomorrow morning.
That's right.
Come in on the weekend. Have that clear by Monday.
Pack up, man. You didn't do your job. No. You weren't there to do your job. Pack up and roll out. Like the Autobots. Pack up, roll out. Autobots. You know. Paul Ryan. Somebody said the Freedom Caucus was responsible. They weren't responsible for this. They were given something that was a dud, man. And they tried to do it fast. Now,
and you know what? To the caller about Trump, you ought to thank the Freedom Caucus, because they probably saved Donald Trump's presidency.
Yeah, I think so too.
This bill would have passed, the premiums were going to continue to go up.
Yep.
60-year-old men were going to continue to have to get pregnancy coverage. I mean, it was nuts.
And if you call up here, okay, I promise you that I will give you whatever time what shorter time that you need. But if you call up here in support of the bill, then you need to tell me, or you need to tell me and Hutch what's in the bill. Don't talk about, or don't glaze over. Okay, I want you to tell me what's in it, because if you can't tell me what's in it, then basically what you're saying is you were just following blindly. And that's a brother talking to a sister or another brother that is watching me right now. If you can't tell me what was in the bill, and if you can't tell me what you liked about it that was in it, then maybe there's something wrong. You just can't say, well, I gotta have the bill. I like the bill. No, because Paul Ryan would have put something over on you too. We got 443 right now. What's up, 443?
Hi, hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for letting me on the show. My name is Justin Wallace, and I built this website, and I think you guys might be interested in your listeners as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my guest for tonight. I did not forget. I got so wrapped up in talking about the bill, but let me explain something to you. This young man right here has got a marvelous website. It's called wearethenewmedia.com. And I just happened to find it. I can't remember how I did it, but I happened to find it, and I saw all of these websites that we usually go to and that we usually hang around, but some of them might be missing because only the elite go on this website or are put on this website. And Justin, you can see the work that he's done for this website. I mean, he has done so much work in this website. You can see it oozing that he has spent so much time in it. It's called wearethenewmedia.com. What I did was I submitted RSBN and WayneDupree.com. I submitted both of those to wearethenewmedia.com. And Justin got back to me about 2 weeks later, and he graciously, because he's already been following us already. He already knew what we were doing already. And he graciously, not only did he put us on the website, he put us at the top where the big boys are. And I want y'all to give him some love. Mr. Justin Wallace. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. And hey, I want to thank you so much. You know, I've been following you for quite a while, along with so many others. And I mean, I even heard about your recent censorship. And you know, so we need something like, you know, us kind of to come into a collective to somewhat empower the individual is what I'm saying. You know, I researched the collectivists and a lot of what's going on, and you know, so can I tell you a little bit about myself?
Yes, please.
Thank you, and it's an honor to be on your show, and thank you. And so 10 years ago, or a little bit over a decade, my dad helped to really clue me into what was going on in the world, and a little bit over a decade ago, after college, I kind of settled down and got a chance to, you know, really dig into it, and so, you know, I came into huge realizations, and from then, you know, a couple groups sprouted up, and I already had, you know, some dominance on the internet. Luckily, you know, the social networks and Facebook, I made a couple pages, you know, InfoWars, Actions, and then We Are Change just popped up, and, you know, and everything I've been doing, I kind of understand. I went to college for graphic design, and I pay attention to marketing, and also I'm interested in, you know, psychology and a lot of other things, but mostly just communicating graphically, and, you know, so I started building websites at that time, and, you know, a lot of people sprouted up, and having control of certain social networks, I tried to empower as many individuals as I could, and, you know, it's just so great to be around those people and empower as many as I can, you know, with where I am and what I can do, you know, so it's an honor, and, you know, so there's a couple things I'd like to discuss, and, you know, and it's solutions, a lot of solutions that I feel like, you know, because I've been really paying attention to, you know, solutions and listening to talk radio for over a decade now. And, you know, I got a lot of solutions, and I'm trying to put them all on the website. And my colleague of mine, Luke Radowski, he started wearechange.org. He had a lot to do with, you know, inspiration of mine. And he also offers a university, Change Media University, where he's offering a lot of similar solutions and showing people how to, you know, be journalists, get out there, you know, set up websites, you know, and everything else that comes with it. And so, yeah, it's just what we're both kind of trying to do. My website kind of sits as a, you know, a domain, like websites, new media. So they're calling us alternative. You know, a lot of people like to use that term, but what I like to do is say we are the new media and they are the alternative media. So, you know, and I put up the website as kind of a public domain hub, and I'm going to try to offer many solutions. And there's a couple things, you know, specifically, you know, I like to kind of introduce. I've been able to introduce a lot of people to each other. And
hey, Justin.
This kind of yes.
I think we shut your website down.
It's some good news and some bad news.
I think we shut your website down. Web services.
The audience in the chat room is saying that
too many connections right now. So
too many connections, and I'm sorry about that. You know.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right.
It'll be coming back up because you know I have paid hosting. I'm shared hosting right now. Pretty soon There's a lot of things we're working on. So soon I'm gonna have hosting inside of my own, you know, house, and it'll be more secure. So thanks for bearing with me.
Oh, that's good.
You know, for this short period, but yeah.
But no, ladies and gentlemen,
they're telling us from Norway that it's crashing.
Oh yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, the Right Side Broadcasting Network logo is up there. The WayneDupree.com logo is up there, along with Breitbart, Drudge, Project Veritas, Turning Point, Daily Caller. Again, when you go there, because it's back up right now, so when you go there and you check it out, you'll be like, oh my God, I cannot believe that this young man has put this much work in there. But no, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah, and you know, it's probably because your listeners are so amazing, and I know that, and everybody knows that, and the more active listeners, they're really interested in the information, and people are hungry for the information, and that's why you guys are so great. Detail and topic-oriented radio. You simplify the arguments with facts, and you just go out there. And I appreciate what you guys are doing, and it's great. And I want to continue to help kind of introduce, broaden the horizons of the public and inform, so people have a more generalist point of view, like you guys kind of have, and to see the full tapestry and kind of get out of our cultural bubbles. And it's really exciting, and I think we can all kind of benefit from supporting each other in a way, because the censorship is really coming down. I've seen it for a decade, and I have a lot of friends also as well that are working on certain like social networks, geospatial, being able to connect with each other and kind of making new platforms to kind of get away from that. And so it's funny. I made this website, and now there's I'm connecting with people that are working on similar projects to kind of solve all these solutions, and it's humbling to come together with such an amazing. But I know something big is going to come out of it, and I'm really excited to have you guys up there. So, it's really great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Justin Wallace of wearethenewmedia.com, and again, it's you hear about fake news, and you hear about how the media is trying to disparage and take down some of these conservative websites. Well, Justin has gone out and meticulously has gone and put the best of the best on this on his website. And again, I want you to go there. I want you to bookmark it, and then I want you to share it. And if you have any questions, contact Justin too. I mean, there's a contact button down there and an email that you can reach out to him. But Justin, what do you think about the Healthcare Act being pulled today?
No, I haven't followed too closely, but yeah, I understand it's Ryan Care and the light, and I'm all about capitalism and being able to have more choices, and I understand completely, and that's what people need to get. There's so many games being played and tricks. It's like you guys get the real information out there, and it's critical, to really understand and wrap our heads around it, and sometimes. I have trouble wrapping my head around a complicated bill, but I'm happy you guys are out there and others to kind of help us figure it out. That's why it's so important. Every day we're facing censorship, and it's just we got to kind of hack the matrix and get around this censorship. And we have a couple projects. We have an internet contingency effort where. We plan on, getting the dotted quads, the IP address for each of these websites, so let's say, the government has shut down websites in the past, and if you had the IP address or if something did happen in the future, so, and we're going to build things to help, connect and have more of a social network and and also I want to list all the people that are being censored so kind of more people can speak out about it, because it's happening so often now. It's hard to even keep track of who's being, whose YouTube gets shut down or whatever. So, kind of peacefully engage people. And there's other solutions. We can target mavens of the public or even families. And there's just so many solutions, and just stick with me, and I definitely will get them all organized and get some things set up. And we got some really, really smart people behind the scenes working together. I'm from humble backgrounds, and I spent a decade and over $10,000 just to kind of support independent and new media, and so I'm in this for life. So I'm not going anywhere.
I like
you
that.
Can count me in.
Well, that's good. I mean, we've been saying for years that why doesn't somebody on our side start building a network, and maybe this is the beginning of that. I mean, I've seen the lot of people that you have on there. Keep your eye open for Steel City Resistance. That's coming next. That would be me.
Yeah.
But really, the work that you're doing is very, very important at the infrastructure level, I think. I mean, you've got these embedded leftist networks that are out there that just own everything. I mean, there's 6 corporations that own the entire media, about 95% of it. So if we're ever going to do anything, we have to have our own infrastructure, I think. And I think the future is the web, so you might as well do it right there and do the best you can. And you're doing well from what I've seen so far.
And being connected with so many in the new media, I see who's being governed. I know the algorithms. There is a governor, and there are people behind the scenes doing certain things. And I see that, and I'm aware. And luckily, I do believe something will bubble up. And I'm connected with a few of those folks at the bottom of my website. You can go out and reach out to them. They could surely, they come from the same backgrounds, just developers working on these things quietly, and check them out, send them a message, send them some encouragement, and especially if you know any web developers and engineers, computer scientists and stuff, definitely check out what they're doing. I think it will be the future, and it's pretty exciting. And I'll definitely let you guys know about that, because these new networks are going to be decentralized and not in one central control and open source. So okay. I believe the future will be a little better and a lot less censorship. And I appreciate the work you guys have always been doing. And I'll definitely keep in touch. Absolutely.
Right. Hey, well, look, you guys do. How can now I've already talked about we are thenewmedia.com, but can they reach you some other way?
Yeah, actually, my website, Justin Wallace, WALLIS.com, it's not updated exactly, but if you go on there, you can see a little bit about me and, a little bit about the history I've been up to. But you could also find me on Facebook as Justin Wallace. So, Justin Wallace, WRC on Twitter. Thank you so much. And definitely reach out and connect to me. And I can't wait, definitely. I want to do something in the future where similar to what Right Side Broadcasting and you guys have been doing, streaming everywhere. It's amazing. And I want to connect with the people, because that's what people want, There's so many smart people out there. They just don't have the motivation, because the tools and what we want to try to build, We Are Change
right.
alike, Change Media University, is kind of help build the tools and the templates and help empower individuals and get them out there.
All right. And, well, look, Justin, let's see, we got to go, but I want to have you back. I want to, and I want to send you as much traffic as we can. So we are thenewmedia.com. And I look forward to talking to you again, my young brother. I look forward to bringing you back on.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are the best, and your listeners are as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are thenewmedia.com. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you tell your friends and your family about it. Okay, so we are back to talking about the Healthcare Act. It was created in secrecy, just like Nancy Pelosi. And look, if you see Nancy Pelosi and I haven't seen really that much of Chuck Schumer today, but if you see Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Nancy's darker half, Kerosene Maxine Waters, if you see them acting like they won, let them have it. Let them have it. Yeah. Because it's going to blow up in their face.
Now, the one caller was right. We do have to prepare for the onslaught. If we don't get something to replace it, repeal it, and return it, or whatever, it is going to self-destruct. That is going to happen. The insurance companies are all going to bail out, and the left and the media and every sporting event, TV show, movie, they're all going to be crying for single-payer health care.
Right.
That's when it's time to go to war.
Right.
We cannot let that happen. And that's what Obamacare was designed to do. Was to slowly collapse, and so the people would cry out for it. And it's not too late to save this.
Right.
But don't be fooled by that signal. I mean, I'm looking at the text of the American Health Care Act, and as far as I can tell, I'm looking in the table of contents. There's at least 251 sections of this bill. Why does the Republican Party want to have 251 sections in a bill about something they have no business messing with?
And usually what I've said, Hutch, is the Democrats are the ones that steal things from us. Okay, the Democrats are the ones that usually take ideas and from us and then pass them off as if they created it their own self. But at at this particular juncture, what Paul Ryan just added. He took a couple things off, but he still kept the entitlement infrastructure of this healthcare or of Obamacare, and he slapped a new name on it. He put the amendment thing in the first paragraph. He added such and such, and it's almost like he did cliff notes of that 1,000 page thing and brought it down. And Sue's laughing at me. How you doing, Sue?
I'm doing great, guys.
So
I feel like we have missed a bullet.
there we go. Okay.
I think we passed up a bullet.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
I was really concerned. You know, it was one of those things that you read about the bill, and I thought, okay, there's a reason Trump thinks this is all right. And you read it, and I think, but 3 stages. By the time we get to the 3rd stage, we're going to have to ask the Democrats to vote, and they aren't going to vote with us. And we're going to be stuck with this horrendous thing. Then it becomes a Republican's fault.
Thank you.
So for me today, it was like, you know what? I'm glad this happened.
yeah.
Yeah, that is the best thing
I'm really
could happen.
relieved. I think there was no other option, and now it will force the Democrats to put up or shut up, because now the people are going to start more suffering. I know so many people that can't even afford the insurance right now, and it's only going to get worse. So where are the Dems going to come up with some ideas?
Exactly.
It's going to force them to come back to Trump and say,
you.
let's work a deal.
And that's
won't that be pleasurable?
And that's that's what he said too. Go ahead, Judge.
No, but maybe this is the art of the deal.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
this
you know,
is what maybe he
honest
came
to
out.
God, that's what I. Mm-hmm.
Listen,
I think you're right, Hutch.
you heard him say, repeal every single word of Obamacare. You heard that for 6 years.
Yep.
Listen to just a couple lines here. Listen to Section 101, the Prevention and Public Health Fund. A, in general, subsection B of Section 4002 of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act. That's Obamacare, ladies and gentlemen. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, 42 U.S.C. 300 U11, as amended by Section 5009 of the 21st Century Cures Act, is amended. Come on now.
Yeah.
You're amending Obamacare, Paul Ryan. That's all you're doing.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
And
you're calling all of us stupid.
And for a lot of people out there that were going with your heart instead of even looking at it. You didn't look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't look at it. It was going to hurt you as much as it was going to hurt everybody else. And y'all,
Exactly.
Donald Trump took a loss. Donald Trump didn't take no loss. I'm telling you, look, he got it from the table.
No.
He got it from, he didn't lose. He didn't lose. He was like, pull that thing off that thing.
No, he didn't.
My
Ryan
fingerprint
I think
lost.
it's just the Ryans lost, and I think I hope it's going to create a Republican Party that recognizes they have to quit killing themselves. They've got to unite in order to become successful. And I also feel, because I read the bill, and because I thought, okay, there's, like I said, I kept thinking, okay, 3 parts, I'll buy off on that, because the 3rd part and his in-between stuff will work. But then we'll be lucky to get our Supreme Court justice in. And you couldn't get a better man than this.
Oh,
and they're going to vote on this later. They're never going to vote for us. The Democrats are never going to vote for a thing that the Republicans put out. So guess what? Trump got them to force their hand, and this is what's really good.
If you want to get the Freedom Caucus on board, all you have to do is come out with a bill tomorrow morning that says we fully repeal Obamacare. The end.
The end.
Yes,
the end.
Absolutely.
That's it. And then Obamacare will be finished. Then they'll have to come out with a health care plan.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep, absolutely.
And all they had to do, is
that's all we wanted from the beginning.
All they had to do is pass some type of continuation thing to cover a certain amount of people for a certain amount of time.
Right.
For a certain amount of time, so their health care, and they got to get somebody who's going to come out and and explain certain things, because the media ran away with it. 24 million people going to lose their health care. No, it wasn't 24 million. 15 million would have been able to leave if they want to next year. But they didn't come out and say that. They didn't come out and say, well,
that's right.
Actually, they got drowned out. They got drowned out.
Trey Gowdy, go ahead and go down and help Paul Ryan move out. Maybe he'll help move your stuff in. You know what I mean? Because we need a leader.
Yeah, we do, and I'm curious, but maybe part of me just thinks that by forcing the situation the way it unfolded, and not even forcing, but just doing what he does so masterfully, I think it's going to force the Democrats, because of what's going to happen to the people. It's going to force the Democrats to have to do something with the Republican Party to work together in order to help the people that they should be representing in the first place. So either way, I think we've got them by the
short hair. Let's just say the short hair.
Okay, all right, okay.
Okay.
All right, Sue, thank you.
So
thank
gentlemen,
you.
thank you so
Thanks for
much.
the call.
Y'all
All right.
Take care.
All right.
You bet.
Great
Bye-bye.
call.
Yeah, I'm telling you, look, Donald Trump don't like losing. You remember the New Jersey Generals?
Yeah. Didn't they have Herschel Walker and everything?
Yeah, bye. See y'all. You ain't gonna take that loss.
All you got to do is come out, one simple bill, one line, full repeal of Obamacare.
Yeah.
Everybody will sign it
tomorrow morning.
I mean, all the Republicans will
Tomorrow morning,
and then send it through with the nuclear option, and then Obamacare is dead, and we can start over.
And let me tell you something.
Free market.
Let me tell you something else about Gorsuch too. Mitch McConnell, after this one, oh, you can best believe they're going nuclear option after this one. Oh no, you're gonna have 2 in a row. Nope. No, they going.
Cruz.
They going nuclear option, dude.
I'm telling you, it's like I said before, man. There's no. Here's what made me mad the most, other than the lying part. Paul Ryan, and the people behind this bill, the 200 people in Congress that are behind this.
Who are they?
I don't know, but you're playing the Democrat game. Stop that.
Yeah.
We have a chance. We need to take them out the way they would take us out. Remember Donald Trump's story about the snake?
Oh yeah.
You gotta go for the jugular.
Yeah.
Almost.
I know you
slipped.
did. I heard you. Calm
down,
Kimasabi.
We have to do it now. We're not going to get another chance. You almost blew it, Ryan. And Brian needs to lose his job over it.
Yeah, he does.
That was embarrassing. He came out. They did it just like the Democrats.
They
did it in the dark.
You don't do that, and you are a speaker. You're supposed to be
Not after an election like that.
No, you're supposed to be a little bit more fundamental now. Call the people that are in charge, like Sean Hannity said. Sean Hannity said it. The people that are in charge, because it just wasn't the Freedom Caucus. There were some moderates that said no too.
True.
Okay, so you bring everybody into a room, the heads if you want to. You don't have to bring everybody. Just bring the heads in there. Okay, what do you want? What do you want? And what do you want? Okay, now first thing we have to do. First thing that's on the board is limited government. We got to move ourselves out of here. Okay, we can't have nothing to do with this. Now, that's going to sell. That's going to sell. Even if you're a Democrat, that's going to sell. You know why? Because then you can tell people, look, we aren't going to put the government in charge of this because the government doesn't know how to run anything anyway.
Yeah, the American people, they don't want the whole healthcare system to be like the VA.
No. Oh, no.
Because that's what it would be.
You got people dying in the VA, man. You got people dying on the wait line.
The government has full control of the VA.
And who is it?
100% control.
Bernie Sanders.
Look at it.
Bernie Sanders are like, yeah, if this, or somebody on the Democratic side, stupid. What a stupid statement. If this bill passes, people are going to die. People die anyway, you big dope.
Some of the arguments. I mean, wait till the tax reform. Well, even in this, you even heard they dragged the same arguments out. Grandma's going to have to decide if she pays for her medicine or if she gets to eat.
Where is that?
It's like you said that in 1969. Stop it. I just can't take the over and over and regurgitating the same old talking points. And you get these young people with their these geniuses that they believe it.
I saw the ugliest woman I've ever seen outside of Nancy Pelosi today on the floor of the House. And she was talking about, let's see, where's it at? Don't tell me I have to log in. Jeez, man.
Cheese and rice.
you know what? I'll go to my website. Screw it. I'll go to my website.
But we're gonna get out of this. This is something, and I just want to say a couple things. One, the caller that called in about her daughter at college. You cannot allow the education system in this country. You have to get involved, ladies and gentlemen. The basic things about being an American and our culture, you have to get involved. You cannot let any school do that for you. You have to do it. You have to give these kids a strong foundation so they can reject garbage like that, because if you don't, they're going to accept it. Mm-hmm. And the next thing you know, they might be over in Syria. Mm-hmm. You know, they might end up radicalized jihadists. You never know. You know, you got to put a strong foundation in them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just thank you for tuning in, RSBN, Spreaker. Yeah, here it is right here. I had to go to my website lately. I had to go to my website because my iPad was still logged into the suspended. Well, not logged in. It was still hooked up to the YouTube channel that they suspended for me.
Yeah, they did.
You know,
I had that nice video of our Sean Spicer interview on my website. I went and looked. Her video was taken down because user was suspended.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man.
Yeah. So I want y'all to listen to this. This is what the Democrats did. Oh man, this is what the Democrats did today. All right, this is what this woman did.
The Medicare Trust Fund, a lifeline for older Americans. And you know what? It makes me believe that this is the case. What does the GOP stand for? Get old people. That's what this bill does. That's what people are going to vote yes for today. And let me just say this. We have an obligation. We have an obligation to the people of this country to vote no today on this misrepresented bill.
Play that again.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, play that one more time. I know the audience is going to appreciate it.
Yeah, I was like, I like that. Okay. Here we go.
Trust Fund, a lifeline for older Americans. And you know what? It makes me believe that this is the case. What does the GOP stand for? Get old people. That's what this bill does. That's what people are going to vote yes for today. And let me just say this. We have an obligation. We have an obligation to the people of this country to vote no today.
Like he said, he was like, get off the damn stage.
Get it. Somebody take her away. Put her back in her room.
John Lewis. And if I can find it before we go, John Lewis. You remember, if you watch us here on this show, you've heard me say many times that the Congressional Black Caucus is living in the 60s. Okay. Well, actually, a lot of them are living in the 60s. But the Congressional Black Caucus is living in the 60s. John Lewis today. John Lewis, let me see. Was on the floor today, and he gave a speech today. And I want you to listen to what he said. And then, first of all, close your eyes. I want everybody to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now, with your eyes closed, I want you to listen to this. And I bet you about anything that you're going to say that this speech was done in the 1960s.
Speaker, I want to thank my friend for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise to oppose this bill. As elected representatives, we have a mission, an obligation, and a mandate to fight for each and every American. I ask you, Mr. Speaker, who will stand for the American people, who will speak up for those who have been left out and left behind. Mr. Speaker, I've said it time and time again, health care is a right. It is not a privilege reserved for a wealthy few. For what does it profit this body to pass this bill and lose our soul?
He just went biblical, Hutch.
He said, what did he say? He said, a person's body.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what he said.
Yeah, I think
health care is not a right, though. That's in Russia.
Exactly, right. But 60s, people, 60s.
Yeah.
This sounds like one of those 60 marches speeches. Here we go.
This bill is a shame. It is a disgrace. Mr. Speaker, today my heart breaks for the disabled, for women, for senior and working families.
Like Obamacare wasn't hurting them in the first place. Like Obamacare.
It's a shame. It's embarrassing.
That's sick, Hutch. That's.
I know. Wait till the taxes. Wait till the tax reform.
My heart aches for those who are living paycheck to paycheck. My heart mourns for innocent little children whose very lives depend on if their family can pay the bills.
Ain't got nothing to do with this bill. Nothing. Homeboy went to his office. I wish
that speech was on brown paper.
I wish you would have saw what happened just a while ago. He blew that dust off of the 1960 speech, and he's reading.
This is the right and wrong of it. This is the heart and soul of the matter. We cannot abandon our principles. Mr. Speaker, we cannot forget our values. Have fought too hard and too long to back down now.
1960s, man.
He took a couple syllables out of them words, too. Abandon was great. I cannot abandon my principles.
Oh, my God, man.
I can't take it no more.
Hold on.
I will fight any bill that turn the clock back to a darker time. I will fight every single attempt to turn a deaf ear, a blind eye, and a cold shoulder to the sick, to our seniors, and to working families. Mr. Speaker, I will fight every day, every hour, every minute, and every second.
Every day, every minute, every hour, every second.
Thank you. Thank you, John. There's an envelope with $100 and you go back to your office. We'll get you when we need you.
Look,
we'll bring you out here when we need you next.
I can see James Clyburn. He's about to take my seat.
Yeah.
He's about to take my driver.
Yeah. Oh, the voters. Come on,
feel
voters.
With every breath and every bone in my body.
Everyone.
We must not give up. We cannot. I will not give in. Not today, not tomorrow, and never.
Never.
Ever.
We shall overcome.
On this bill, there's only one option. And that option is to vote no. We can do better. Mr. Speaker, we must do better. Vote no on this bill.
Time has expired. The gentleman from Massachusetts reserves.
Stupid head. Yeah. Stupid man. Put that speech back up on. Put that speech back in that glass case.
Wow.
Jesus.
Somebody voted him in. It's not even. I mean,
jeez.
It's literally true what you said. You could pull 10 other speeches that man's given in his 175-year career, and it would be all you'd have to take out is whatever subject it was. The words would be the same. His heart's been breaking. That's happened before.
Yeah, my heart is broke. He probably took out the one where he got hit in the head with that stone. But my heart is broke. I can't go back. I won't give in. That's basically what he said. He's been saying that for 60 years.
Our little children. Come on, man. You used that about the car insurance bill.
Is in my heart. We shall overcome someday.
What a case for term limits.
He should have been gone a long time ago. They've been playing, man. They've been playing for a long time. They've been playing, but I tell you what, you sons of biscuits. Y'all keep on doing that. Because I'm gonna call you out every time y'all play that little game that y'all got going. Because it's a little game. You keep on playing the black card. You keep on playing the race card. You keep on playing these little cards you got. And a lot of people waking up and looking at y'all and be like, y'all should have been gone a long time ago. Why in the hell y'all still in the house anyway?
They wheel you out every time they need you. They never see you any other time. They have them in both parties. We got Thad Corcoran.
You know what I feel like doing? I feel like taking some cotton and going in there and scaring the hell out of them. I do. I mean,
that's bad.
Hey, that's how I feel, man. If they want to play the race car, I'll play it too. As a matter of fact, I feel like going and telling Massa that they didn't run away. You know, Sheila Jackson Lee said she was the last slave. Remember?
Right.
I stand here. Wait, hold on. I'll find that.
That was outstanding. Some of the outlandish thing they say just about other subjects too, man. They come out there and, oh my goodness, that Maxine Waters, she's the best.
She's the ugliest.
She's all about socialism.
This side of creation.
Yeah, she's rough. She's rough. Straight out of the hood. Straight out of Compton.
Yeah,
not her though. Not her. She's living large. Guaranteed. That woman's living larger than large.
Here it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, the last slave of America.
Don't have an opportunity. So I want to challenge this body to be the kind of Lincolnist attitude, as yesterday was the official birthday of President Lincoln, February 12th. And although it was a tragic time in our history, I can assure you that it showed the greatest promise of America when people could come together and do something great. I stand here as a freed slave because this Congress came together.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard.
We stand here today on his birthday.
How old is she then? How old is she?
Oh, Lord have mercy, man.
How old is she?
She's a freed slave.
She's a free. I stand here as a free slave. As a
somebody elected
freed
her.
Slave because could come together and do something great. I stand here as a freed slave because this Congress came together.
Did you? I'm serious, man.
They cut the chains right off her, man. I mean, got her out. She went right from being in the slave plantation right into Congress.
Right into Congress.
Right. Didn't even have to get elected.
Nope. Nope. There you go.
Oh, the madness.
Let me see. Where is it at? Let's see.
Said about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
It's about 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Dang it. Okay. All right. So we'll be back. Let's see. Joe will let me know if there's going to be a rally next week, and but look for us to be back on Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the RSBN channel, and then on Spreaker we'll be there 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media, my friend?
Hey, go to steelcityresistance.blogspot.com. I'm Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook, Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Good evening, RSBN and Spreaker. Have a good weekend.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, you can, let's see, where's it at? And I just put it in the chat room just a few minutes ago. We have changed things up a little bit, but again, we are, our website is really moving. Our website is really moving these days, and I'm happy that so many people are going to it and reading the stories and sharing the stories. It really means a lot where we are right now. I've just put the Patreon link at in the chat room. So if you see it and you feel like you want to give on a monthly basis, $5, $10 to help us hire a couple of writers. We already have one writer on staff, and he's been writing with us, but for me, I have to do like maybe 10 to 12 stories a day, and I also write for the Political Insider, and I also do some other videos and stuff from my laptop. So it would do me some justice to hire some more writers and kind of expose those people and their writings so that other people can read something more than what I'm putting up there. So patreon.com/WD show. And I put some extra private stuff up there, and I put some regular stuff from our show last night. I got a little excerpt from my show last night, Mr. Bailey.
I have to go check that out.
Yeah. But until Monday, and my iPad just went out, so we're just gonna say goodnight. Good night, Gracie. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Gab. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show. We're on Tumblr. Type in Tumblr, wdshow.tumblr.com. And if you want to donate, contribute to what we're doing, and also for the RSBN, you go to patreon.com/WD show. All right, there we go. All right, thank you, Joe. Thank you,
Good
Joe.
night, Jim Bob.
Good night. Good night, Moon Belly. All right. Yeah, my iPad went out, so there won't be no music going out. Sorry about that. But good night.
Have a good weekend.
Leaf. Looking on Willis.
How about that shot?
Wow, the glass.
A neck ball. Oh, clean it up.
From the other side, no less.